Hello, friends. It's Anita and
Joe.
And we are at Disney World. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I'm sorry. I feel like Ron Burgundy. Not Ron Burgundy. What's the other one? Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay. Anyway, that's not why you're watching us. We have been at Disney World for essentially 2 days. We got here yesterday around noon.
Yeah, technically a day and a half, because yesterday was a half a day, basically.
It wasn't supposed to be a half a day.
It was not supposed to be a half a day.
It was supposed to be a full day, but between Southwest and Disney, they kind of ate some of our time, but it's fine because it's all magical now. We just wanted to share some of the updates because we've really experienced the parks like from our 2-month honeymoon. We experienced November, December, January. We were there again in April for kind of a little bit of an increase in crowds. We did a super quick day trip in June. And now we're back and it's the end of July and holy crap, things are different. Things are very, very different.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, thank God I'm vaccinated, but also, is it enough? We've worn our masks anytime we've gone inside, except for dining, because it's hard to eat with a mask on. But we've popped them on every time we've gone into a gift shop, every time we've gone into a ride. We haven't really done any inside rides.
No, we haven't.
Disney transportation still requires masks.
Yeah.
So no matter what, unless I guess you're renting or driving your own car, you will need paging Mr. Morrow. Yeah, they just said it changed so much. Yeah. It's like a totally different experience every time we've been here, and just like the past 7 months.
Yeah.
How have you felt about the safety and just like talk safety for a second?
As far as the vaccination goes and COVID safety,
like being here, and
I feel pretty safe because I'm vaccinated both rounds. And most of the things that we're doing are outside, but like Anita said, when we go inside,
all the way in the corner. Okay, there we go.
Oh, you framed it. When we go inside, we wear our masks in the gift shops, and you have to when you ride the monorails or the buses. So I feel pretty safe doing that. Sometimes outside it gets a little bit crowded if we're in a queue for anything. People are definitely not being spread out as much as they used to because they don't have to, but I kind of liked the way that was.
I know, I missed that. Yeah, I really wish that would have stayed.
Even pre-COVID, I didn't like
the personal space.
Yeah, people standing too close.
Yeah.
But I feel pretty safe. I think they're kind of getting ahead of themselves in some respects. I think
they've
like allowed full capacity in a lot of places, but I don't think that they have the staff to handle that yet.
Well, you just like you're jumping to a whole new thing. Okay,
yeah,
I guess.
Well, that's part of feeling safe, I guess. It just feels like they're not able to manage the crowds as well as they were able to.
Yeah, so we're staying at the Polynesian Resort, and I love Poly. I have the Polynesian Maui and like Hawaiian tropical flowers tattooed on my leg. That's how much I love the Polynesian Resort. And the Polynesians let us down this weekend. I mean, they're I don't think it's anyone's fault. Like the staff is phenomenal and they are doing their best. But like Joe was saying just a second ago, they just reopened on Monday, and I get it. There's kinks to work out, but listen, you cannot charge the same money if you know that you're going to be short-staffed. Like if you know that people are going to have a bad experience or have to wait an extra hour and a half for a room that costs $500, $600, $700 a night, that doesn't work. Like, that just doesn't work. You have to accommodate that. You have to discount that. Say this is the rollout. This is the trial period. This is the, whatever. It doesn't work to just open back up at higher than previous rates and not be able to accommodate the basic things. And then the response that I got when I went, because our rooms are supposed to be ready. I have never, in my like dozens of times traveling to Disney on DVC points, I have never had a room be ready at 4:00. It's always before 4. And they always say, your room will be ready by 4. So you can check in 4:00 to your room or later. That, like, being later, it would be up to us. I have not once had trouble with the room. I used to think that people complaining about the rooms not being ready were just being like a little needy, but now I get it. And I'm sorry I ever judged anyone. It's very frustrating when you come back to the resort from the park and you just kind of like chilling in the lobby and you're like, I could have gotten like 3 more rides in, or I could have relaxed and not rushed through dinner or lunch or whatever at 4:00. I don't know when people eat, but meals times are weird on vacation. But we waited, and when I waited in line to like talk to someone, I was like, hey, so I don't know if my app's broken or maybe the text didn't go through. The service is abysmal in Disney, like way worse than usual. Like what's going on? She's like, oh yeah, your room's not ready yet. And I was like, okay, well it's 4:30. So, and I like, we have things like I need to change. Like, I'm disgusting. Like, what, can I get my bag? Like, what's happening? And she's like, oh yeah, your room doesn't have to be ready until 5. And I was like, what? When did that memo go out? Because I wouldn't be here. That. I wouldn't be here bothering you if it was like, oh yeah, your room could be ready at 5. And she's like, oh, it's a new thing now. And I was like, how does that? You can just change that, I guess. I don't know. It was a little obnoxious.
It's fine if they can change it, but they need to tell people that they changed it.
Yeah. So and then the room wasn't ready even at 5. We didn't, because I was on the app constantly refreshing it. The room was finally ready at 5:20. And I'm sorry, I am sure that people watching this, if you're not like a Disney person, you might be like, well, like Anita, you had to wait 70, 80 minutes for your room. Like, wow, diva alert. It is minutes are money at Disney. Like an hour and 20 minutes from 4 to 5:20, that's prime Disney time. All 4 parks are open. There is monorail hopping to do. There's shopping. There is all kinds of things. Like, Disney shouldn't want me, especially me, sitting in a lobby not spending money, because that's what I want to be doing. I want to be out there riding rides and buying mugs of those rides. So it's just bad. It's just a bad setup right now. And I guess it's because the Poly just reopened. But man, don't sell the rooms if you don't have the staff to come and clean them and turn them over. That's not the Disney way. And I think that they are definitely selling way more than they are staffed to manage. And I don't know if they're trying to like hustle and make up for lost time over the last year, but decreasing the Disney experience is just not the way. Like, we've been so patient. Every Disney fan, every DVC owner, every annual pass holder, every person who, like, I cannot tell you, go back through the videos on this channel and see how many times I specifically said, we have to be patient. We have to be understanding. Disney's doing the best they can. They're following all these things. Like, I wish that they would just follow through with that. I wish that they would just continue to follow guidelines for safety. I wish that they would not try to oversell and understaff. It's not fair to anyone, really.
Yeah, it's not.
So that said, we have had a lot of very positive.
Well, one other thing with Polynesian that I don't love is the Polynesian in the lobby had a very distinct smell that they would literally like pipe in this smell. They would pump it in, and it was amazing. It's
gone.
It's gone. It doesn't even,
gone.
it's not even like, okay, it's just lighter now. It's not there. Like basically it doesn't smell like anything. It's very strange.
It's like why I had a doTERRA subscription was so I could get Roman chamomile and Hawaiian sandalwood that would make the perfect poly blend. And now the poly doesn't smell like the poly.
Yeah.
Bring back
the
scent air. Bring back the scent air. This is worse than hashtag Skilletgate.
Yeah, there's something just very soothing about walking into the lobby. We would always just stop and be like, wait.
Yeah.
And take it in. We did that this time.
Maybe it's
like,
something
wait.
to do with the construction, but I don't know because they've been doing the construction the whole time.
I mean, it could be. They have, I mean, the AC's kind of like, I don't understand why that would affect it unless that's where the
smell is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
The smell is gone.
So
Skilletgate 2021 continues. The capacity at the parks is normal. Like it's back to normal, if not worse. Because I don't normally come in the summer, so I can't really speak to what it was before, but it's crowded. The shops are crowded. The restaurants are seated. You're seated right next to people. Oga's Cantina, you're seated right, like they're mixing parties again. So you're gonna have multiple parties at your table. Masks are not mandatory anywhere. Like if anything, like Joe
except
and I
on the buses.
Oh yeah, on the transportation. And Joe and I got some serious looks when we were walking around with them on, and I'm like, come at me
Yeah.
with your COVID breath. I was gonna buy something at the Emporium today in Magic Kingdom, and I had to set it down and just get out. I was like, nope, I'm leaving. Because it was just so many people, and I had an N95 mask on, and I was like, nope. I just can't, I'm not comfortable being in a room with this many people. So I'm just like, the things that I was so hoping would stay and stick around and be part of like the new way of Disney magic, were kind of monitoring the capacity inside the shops, because COVID or not, like, it is such a better, I'd rather wait in a little bit of line and then have a really nice shopping experience where I don't feel like the pressure of people just coming up behind me like, hey, oh, excuse me, or even not say anything and just shoving me out of the way, or, like just such a crush of people that you feel pressured to like make decisions and get in line and get out of there. So that was disappointing that has expired. A positive, we still love their new way of doing security, that just walk through and get in and get on with your day. There's no bottlenecks at security, which is great, unless there's people who don't know how to just keep walking. They don't understand. Like you just walk. When the security guard's going like this, that means you can go. We have been behind some very special people. Yeah, so if you're staying at the Poly, Jamie and Jim Disney, I know you're going to be around here at some point in the future. And anyone else hoping to stay at the Poly, I hope that they increase their staff and they have more, because we were not the only people in the lobby waiting for a room. Between 4:30 and 5:30, the lobby was getting very heated. Yeah. There were a lot. There were at least 20 parties like in line. Like the line was massive. We're milling around. You can just tell, like you could overhear conversations, and you could just tell like there were people who were like, that like, where's my, okay, so $700 for this day. How much of a rebate are you giving me for every hour that I'm not allowed in my room? That I've already paid, that you have my money already. And I was like, so if this is an hour and 20 minutes late, does that mean I get to check out at 11 or 12:20? I'm like, does it go both ways? Because it should. It really should. Positives. The People Mover is back. We got to ride that today. That was so much fun. A great way to escape the crowd and kind of see everything from a distance. The castle looks gorgeous. The new 50th, all of the embellishments in that 50 emblem is really impressive to see in
good.
person. That was awesome. We rode the Mark Twain riverboat today, which Joe had never been on. And I don't think I've ever done the one at Disney World. I've only done the Lily. Is it the Lily Bell? I don't know. Whatever the one is called in Disneyland. I've only done that one.
The Lily Bell's a train, isn't it?
The Lily Bell is a train. But I think that there is a steamboat.
Steamboat
that was
Lily?
Also Steamboat Lily. Oh my gosh. That would be hilarious.
I know that's not it.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
So that was really fun. So those were some ways that we escaped the crowd, because I don't typically love Magic Kingdom even pre-COVID, because I'm not a crowd person. If you can tell, like, crowds really give me a lot of anxiety. That's why I don't even think we're going to watch Happily Ever After from the park. We went to California Grill yesterday with the whole intention being that we would go back and watch the fireworks from up there. But then we were just so tired. I was like, I just want to watch West Wing.
Such a long day.
I just want to watch West Wing and eat Dole Whip in bed. So that's what we did. And it was great. No regrets. We could hear the fireworks. And Joe was like, do you think we can see them from the window? And I was like, I don't know.
No, we couldn't.
Did we see Paula? Oh, hi, Mo. I haven't seen Paula yet. Wait, where's Paula? Is she in the Captain Cook's? Tell me where to find Paula. We'll go say hi. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, I want to stress that I do not think that there is any cast member at Poly who is not working their buns off.
Everybody's going above and beyond. They are not.
I think the issue is just the general
volume.
The volume.
And they don't. The staff. It's the ratios off.
Yeah. We had a great experience. Was it Jesse? Oh my gosh, I need to write down people's names because I'm so bad at names.
Where?
The front desk guy who hooked us up with getting on the wait list. So my biggest concern yesterday with check-in was we needed to get in our room and get changed really fast so we could hop on the monorail to go over to the Contemporary, because I really wanted to get on the wait list for California Grill because I couldn't make a reservation. So I'm there. It's 4:55. We still don't have a room. I'm in line again for the front desk. And I was like, please, all I really want is to get on the wait list. You don't even have to give me a reservation. I'm happy if I'm fine. I understand if it doesn't turn into we actually get to sit and eat, but I just really wanted the chance, I wanted the chance, the possibility, but it was the minutes were going by and my chance was just going. So the front desk guy, I believe his name was Jesse. He's from Arizona. He was amazing. He called over to the Contemporary, talked to California Grill, and got us on the wait list, and we got to eat there. And even though we didn't watch the fireworks, the whole meal, I just had a straight, there was Joe, and then right there was the castle. And I was just
it was an amazing view.
It was awesome.
And he also hooked us up with the voucher for a taxi.
He gave us a voucher for a taxi. So that was really nice. So
he
he understood what I meant when I was telling him, just this time, I'd love to be doing anything but sitting in this lobby right now. This is time, precious minutes at Disney World. And he was like, let me give you a voucher for a taxi. Then that's one less, little thing. Oh, hey,
he was great.
Rebecca. Oh, she's checking in on us after the dessert. You are so sweet. Hello.
Oh, the dessert, the mango pie.
The mango pie.
That was so
can
good.
we talk about my new favorite dessert on the planet?
Really
mango pie from Yak and Yeti.
It is heavy, but it's good.
You thought it was heavy?
Yeah, it was dense. I mean, in a good way. Yeah.
No.
It definitely was not moussey or light or.
No, it wasn't
rich. I'm not saying these as a negative.
No, I know, but I don't think it was heavy because it was so fruity. If it had been that as a dark chocolate, then I would say it's heavy.
Yeah.
But because it was a fruit, a mango, it was like if you took a mango and made it a cheesecake without it being an actual cheesecake, but a mango cake.
Yeah, but it wasn't when you think of mango pie, if you say apple pie, you think there's chunks of apples in it. It's not like that at all.
Oh.
That's what I meant. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Do they sell it at the quick service too? Oh my
Where?
goodness. There's a Yak and Yeti quick service. Catherine thinks they sell it at the quick service too. That's a game changer because this is my new favorite dessert on the planet.
Wait, where's the quick service Yak and Yeti?
Right next to the entrance.
Oh, really?
That's where we had breakfast that one time.
Oh,
okay. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is Joe's first time at Disney World. It's fine.
Why? Though?
Mango key lime pie. Yes. That's how Catherine describes it. Like,
yes.
If it was like key mango pie.
Yes.
Right? But yeah, I loved it. And my stomach was fine. So I don't know if it was the Pepsid, the Tums, or the Lactaid, or the combination, the crazy combination of all three. But stomach is handling things well so far. And I'm very grateful. Still taking it like small bites. Like I probably had a quarter of it and Joe had the rest. Joe's getting the benefit of this. He gets the bigger portion of everything. Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. And I hope that this doesn't sound like us just like on here whining. Like, honestly, this trip has been phenomenal already. No, it's been great. Just like want to give an honest update for anyone who's like on the fence about traveling or nervous about traveling. Like if I had anyone unvaccinated, like I don't know how I would feel about them being here. Cause like no one there. So what you're supposed to, if you're not vaccinated, you're supposed to wear a mask inside. No, that's not happening. That's not even almost happening.
So apparently every person here is vaccinated. Including
every child. Cause I have not seen like maybe 3 kids in a mask. And lots of kids not in a mask. Oh, I was like, what is that noise? The fireworks
are going off.
Happily ever after is happening. Like I feel so guilty that we're not watching it, but I'm just so happy in the room. It's been hot today.
Yeah, it's like the surface of the sun here.
Yeah, hot. So we were just so drained, but in like a good like Disney drained. Yeah. It's such a different drained than like when you're just hustling and working.
It's been amazing. Like Anita was saying, we're not whining about stuff. It sounds like, I mean, there's a couple of things we're pointing out that it's just not as smooth as it usually is because the Disney experience is usually top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like everything is taken care of and everything is done right. And it's so weird when like little things aren't done the way they normally are. It really stands out as like, wow, okay.
Especially when you're at a deluxe, and that's not like to be snobby or anything, but like, it is money. It is a lot of money, even on the DVC side. Honestly, like it's a lot of points. Like this one night at the Poly is more than 2 nights at Old Key West or Saratoga Springs. So like it's a significant, whether you're paying cash or points, like it's significant, and it's significant for a reason because it's supposed to be at a certain caliber, and it's not this time. But hopefully it will be soon. So fingers crossed that Polly gets her act together because I am not paying to have a tattoo removed from my leg. But thank you so much to all the cast members who have been so great and helped us out. You guys are the real magic from at any resort or restaurant or anything. Everyone's just really great. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, if you have any requests, if you have any, I thought I took some, I just want to make sure I said all the things that I wrote down.
Yeah, you took some notes of what we were going to say.
From the notes.
There we go.
From the notes. Though, the only other thing that's been really weird, and I think we said it, like the Wi-Fi is bad. The service is bad.
Yeah, that's usually not like that at all.
I don't know if it's because we got spoiled with not having that many people. I don't know what's happening with my hair. Just whatever. I don't know if we just got spoiled when we were here in the winter because there were not that many people around. But it's noticeably like bad. Even in the room, like even from my laptop, like I always bring my laptop because we have a lot of shows that we just like to watch and unwind. And, we'll get like 10 minutes into a show and then you get the buffer, the pinwheel of death or whatever. Yeah. So, I think they need to increase their staff capacity. They need to upgrade their Wi-Fi, especially now that Disney specifically is putting everything on the app. You got to make sure that we can use it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to be, I was trying to use my phone to open my door, which you're supposed to be able to do from the app. And I just the pinwheel there. And like, thank goodness Joe had his, I had forgotten my magic band, but Joe had his, so we were able to get in. But I was like, how frustrating if I would have then had to walk all the way back. Cause like, it's very spread out, to like figure out how to get into my room because the Wi-Fi is so crappy.
Yeah.
But anyway, overall, it's great. We had breakfast at Trails End this morning. It was phenomenal.
So good.
So good. Our poor
And it
server.
wasn't really crowded.
God, bless him.
Yeah.
You could tell that like he had to learn this new spiel like real quick. And
like that moment.
I know. He was,
he was struggling, but he was great.
He was struggling, but he was like super precious. And he was
Yeah.
just like, I'm sorry, I'm going to learn. And we're like, it's fine. Don't feel like you need to say every single item that, you know, like we get it. And I had the plant-based version and it was very tasty. I've never, we're going to do a whole episode about, cause like this whole trip, I'm kind of having a modified, trying to be dairy free, trying to be like oil fried free. Cause they think there's something wrong with my gallbladder. I have no idea what's going on. I just know that my stomach's been weird for like over a month now. So we're trying to figure that out. Rebecca says it goes in and out. Need to find a spot in the room and stay there. LOL. Oh. we just leave the computer on the table. We don't move it. But anyway, what else did we had lunch at Jungle Skipper Canteen. I'm gonna do a reel. I'm going to get into reels on Instagram because Emily Carlson at We Do Disney Right on Instagram has me very inspired. So I'm going to do a reel about my favorite Easter eggs at the Jungle Skipper Canteen because Joe and I literally spent like 20 minutes just going around the restaurant, like awkwardly, like talking to people like, hey, I'm going to take a picture over your head. I'm sorry. Enjoy your meal. Ignore us. So that was really fun. Then we got to pop into Yak and Yeti, have a little snack.
That was good.
We were at California Grill last night. Like we've been here for 18 hours or no. Like
California Grill last night.
A day and a half. And we've had like 4.
It was one of the best meals I've ever had in my entire life. Not even I know some people say that was the greatest meal of my life. This was, it was easily in the top 2 or 3. And the other one was also at California Grill. The food is just phenomenal.
So tomorrow is back to Animal Kingdom in the morning. Hopefully to do the safari again because we did the safari tonight. And
safari.
I don't know.
That was like a drive-by.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It's supposed to be 20 minutes, and she literally had us off like through the whole thing, and we were getting out. It was only 14 minutes long. Yeah. Like she shaved 6 minutes off of a 20-minute tour.
It was definitely the last tour of the day, and
we got on like
to get out of there
right at 6:58. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm like trying to take a live video, and I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna think I'm drunk. I'm like banging around.
Crazy. Yeah, she was flying through there.
I was only a little tipsy. Just kidding. So yeah, tune in on Instagram, shoot me a message. Let me know if there's anything you want us to do or see or show you or questions or whatever. That's what we're here for, / also to relax and have a fun
we love
vacation.
the questions, comments, anything. It's always fun.
Yeah. Cool. So follow us tomorrow. We'll be back in Animal Kingdom, and then we're going to Disney Springs. We're gonna have some brunch at Art Smith's Homecoming. I really hope that I can handle the deviled eggs because that's my favorite food on the planet.
Don't put the hot sauce on them.
Don't tell me what to do. You're right, though. And then I think we're going to go see Black Widow because we haven't seen it yet. So yay, Disney Springs Day. And maybe Gideon's, although I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle not being able to get the peanut butter cold brew, but you could get the peanut butter cold brew and I could have like the tiniest.
I could get anything I want in there.
I hate you. Okay, I have to go. We're getting divorced. Bye.